How's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Horror. Tonight, we're going to be watching a movie that I've only seen one time. As a matter of fact, either the second or third episode ever of Saturday Night Horror was dedicated to this movie. That's been over 3 years. That's the first time I watched it, and I have not watched it since. Tonight, we're going to be watching Virus, starring Jamie Lee Curtis and, Lord help us, William Baldwin. Now, I'm not a fan of the Baldwin brothers. I've never seen the appeal of the Baldwin brothers, but apparently they bring something to the table because they've been around Hollywood for this long, so there's that. Now, the best way to describe Virus, to the best of my recollection, because I don't remember a whole lot about this film, there's an abandoned ship in the middle of the ocean that somehow has become possessed by an extraterrestrial entity. This extraterrestrial entity has decided that it wants to turn humans into half human, half cyborg slaves, I guess you would say. It sounds absolutely ridiculous, and it probably will be to watch it. Like I said, I don't remember a whole lot of what goes on in this movie, but it sounds ridiculous, so I'm betting it's going to play out to be totally ridiculous as well. This movie did not get a lot of good reviews. Matter of fact, I think one person called it the worst movie of that year. I think it was Roger Ebert, I don't know. So we'll see, man. Like I said, I've watched it one time before, don't remember too much about it, so we'll see how it goes. As far as cooking goes tonight, nothing special at all. We're just going to do a Wild Mike's frozen pizza, but it is the best frozen pizza on God's green earth. I've said before, and I will say it again. Wild Mike's is the best frozen pizza on this earth. So that's going to be our night, folks. We're going to be watching Virus. We're going to be making Wild Mike's frozen pizza. It should be a good night. I'm looking forward to it. So enough talking. Let's go out in the kitchen. Let's get this food done so we can start our movie. I'll meet you out there.
Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen and have ourselves a snack.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here's our dinner for tonight. A Wild Mike's frozen pizza. The best frozen pizza on the planet. Alright, so here it is before it goes in the oven. I've got the combination, the pepperoni and the sausage. I think it's going to be great. Alright, here's the finished product. It was in the oven at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm going to ignore the fact that the sausage looks like rat droppings. But anyway, since we have our food, we have to get something to drink, so we're going to head out here into the garage. And for those of you who've been watching, you know what we're drinking. But to those of you who are new, just wait. Oh yeah. And we have the mandatory Jurassic Park movie poster shot, of course. So let's get in here. Let's get our drink. Oh yes.
Never there was fun, there's always Coca-Cola, yeah. Coca-Cola, always Coca-Cola.
Alright, we have our ice cold, crisp, refreshing, absolutely delicious orange vanilla Coke. And I've said it before, folks, if you have not tried orange vanilla Coke, please do yourselves a favor and try this delicious beverage. I can't say enough good things about it. So we're going to cut up a couple slices here, take our drink, and we'll go out front and watch our movie. Alright everyone, here we are, Virus. Alright. Got the last light in the house off. All the lights in the house are off, as is mandatory for Saturday Night Horror. And we're going to give this a go. We're going to give this a watch. Like I said, it's been over 3 years since I've seen this. Only seen it once. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this. Alright, you can't make her out too well, but Bella has decided to jump onto the entertainment center and lay down in front of the TV. Now, she does this a lot lately. Sometimes she'll stand on her hind legs and start swatting at people on the screen. So I thought that was pretty funny to have Bella up there again. And I've got Mr. Tiger down here now. Mr. Tiger has decided to sit next to me on the couch here. Tiger is not a lap cat at all, but he will sit next to you on occasion. That's my buddy. Oh man. Yeah, so the movie's over. And yeah, this was not a particularly good movie. I don't want to say it was horrible, but it wasn't good. Let's just say I can see why it's been a little over 3 years since I've watched it. And it'll probably be even longer before I watch it again. Good lord, man. Wow. I'm trying to figure out how I can be nice about this. Like I said, not a terrible movie, but not a good movie either. It's a time killer is the best thing I can say. If you have absolutely nothing to do and you just want some background noise or something, you can pop in Virus. At the beginning of the video, I said the plot to this movie sounded absolutely ridiculous. And watching it progress through the film, it was borderline asinine. So some kind of entity in space takes over a space station. The space station is linked to this ship down in the ocean. So somehow it took over the space station and traveled to the ship through the computers or something. I have no freaking clue. And for some reason, this entity, they never explained why it wants to make these half-human, half-cyborg slaves. It just hates humans and says humans are destructive. And so, because it hates humans and thinks humans are a virus to the world, it's going to make them into half-human, half-cyborg slaves. But if you think humans are a virus, why would you want to incorporate that with yourself? That's kind of stupid, illogical thinking, but I don't know. I don't write this stuff. So yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis, bless her heart. This was not Halloween. I got the feeling that Jamie Lee Curtis just wasn't really into it and just really did not want to be there. Definitely not one of her best performances, and it kind of, like I said, she just gave off the vibe like she was like, oh god, I can't wait till this crap is over. That's just what I thought. William Baldwin is William Baldwin. I've made it clear that I'm not a fan of the Baldwin brothers. I don't know what the big deal and appeal about them is. Donald Sutherland was in the movie, and even he couldn't save this. Just, oh god. A lot of head-scratching moments in this one. Basically, our main cast are the members of a salvage crew. They have a little tugboat and they go around salvaging ships and, selling what they find for profit. They come across this abandoned ship in the ocean. You can see like something's happened to it, man. Things are torn down. They don't stop to think, why is this ship abandoned? There's a reason this ship is abandoned. All I think about is, oh damn, this ship is worth at least $300 million. We can make millions off of it. And of course, like dummies, they go aboard thinking it's going to be easy salvage. And since it's a horror movie, we all know that's not the case. So nobody stopped to think, why is this ship abandoned? What happened? Is there a reason no one's here? No, they just saw the ship and thought, ching! And they paid for it dearly with their lives in my viewing time. The cast of this movie was unlikable. I did not like a single person on this cast. I did not care if a single person in this movie lived or died. I didn't even care if the extraterrestrial entity lived or died. I just didn't care about anyone or anything in this movie at all. Not even Jamie Lee Curtis, not even Donald Sutherland, William Baldwin. But that's normal for me with horror movies. I usually find the cast unlikable, and that was definitely the case with Virus. This movie, in all honesty, it kind of felt like it wanted to be Terminator on the high seas. We saw some of the half human, half cyborg things, and it was just like if you ever watch Terminator and you see the T-800 exoskeleton, it was like that, except it had pieces of human flesh on it. I still don't know why it was making these hybrids. It never explained why it was making these hybrids. It just decided, hey, I hate humans, I'm going to fuse you with my own parts, and blah-blah. So the whole thing was confusing. You never got an explanation why this main villain, this main entity, was doing what it was doing. And it was just stupid. I can't get invested in it if... it's like the main villain didn't care enough to explain why it was doing. Why should I care what's going on? It's like I said, Jamie Lee Curtis, she gave off the vibe that she didn't want to be there. The main villain said, screw it, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't care enough to come up with an explanation of why I'm doing this, so why should I care? This movie came out in 99, I believe, 98 or 99. It definitely had the late 90s horror movie feeling to it. And what I mean by that is around the mid 90s, late 90s, horror movies that came out weren't scary. They were called horror movies, but they were more action-based. It was more action sprinkled with just the tiniest bit of horror in it to classify it as a horror movie. It was action-based horror, and I just didn't like it, man. Late 90s horror movies, for the most part, were absolutely putrid. And Virus is no exception. Matter of fact, this movie was a virus to me. To my eyes, to my 90 minutes that I will never get back. I changed my original statement when I said this movie was not bad, but it was not good. This movie was bad. It was not good. It was, it is a Blu-ray that will never come out of the case again. It will sit on my shelf behind me until the end of days. Just not a fan of Virus. God. That's all I can say. I cannot recommend Virus at all. It is absolutely putrid, stupid, and I just couldn't get invested. I just didn't care what was going on. I didn't care if anyone lived or died. I just didn't care. The only thing I cared about was hitting that 90-minute mark so I could turn a piece of crap off. So yeah, it was a bad movie. Like I said, I changed my statement. It was a bad movie. I don't know how all the actors that were on it felt about it, but it sucked. That's really all I can say about it. It was horrible. So we're gonna end it right there. Definitely not the kind of night I was hoping for on Saturday Night Horror, but it happens sometimes. Sometimes we watch these movies that just suck. So anyway, I'm at a loss for words, y'all. I apologize. We're going to end it right there. So I appreciate y'all watching. I hope you found some kind of enjoyment out of this episode. Unfortunately, I did not. I did not at all. Definitely looking forward to moving on next week. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Appreciate your support. I hope you all have an awesome week. Enjoy the Super Bowl coming up. Go Bucks. The only reason I say that is because Kansas City won last year, so it'll be nice to see a team win in their home stadium this year. And yeah. So alright everyone, thank you for watching. Y'all have an awesome week. Y'all stay safe. And I will see you next time on hopefully a better episode, a better movie on Saturday Night Horror. Y'all take care.